Well, glaucoma matters because it's a blinding eye condition if not treated. It's the second most common cause of blindness. So it's a big problem. And the big problem is that in the early stages of glaucoma, people are not aware of any symptoms. The reason for that is that in the early stages, glaucoma affects the peripheral vision. This is the side vision. So people might be missing part of the side vision, but the other eye might compensate, the brain compensates, so people don't notice that they're missing their side vision. And as the disease progresses, it progressively affects more of the central vision. That's when people notice the problem, but that's when it's too late, because then you can't bring back the vision that's been lost. So if we can pick glaucoma up when it's in the very early stages, when it's very mild, when it's just affecting the side vision, and when patients don't have any symptoms, we can keep it at that stage. So people need never have any problems with their eyesight, as long as it's picked up and treated appropriately. I think glaucoma is a very common disease of the eyes, and it's a pretty much largely undiagnosed problem for many patients. What glaucoma is, at the end of the day, it's damage to the optic nerve. Now, the optic nerve sends all the signals from the eye to the brain. And when the optic nerve gets damaged for whatever reason, we call it glaucoma. There are many types of glaucoma, but the treatment for them is always the same, which is lowering the eye pressure. Now, glaucoma tends to get more common with age, so it's much more common in elderly people. If you consider that patients over the age of about 80, about 10%, so 1 in 10 patients over 80 will have glaucoma. When we look at children, about 1 in 20,000 children will have glaucoma. So as the population ages, the incidence of glaucoma increases. So age is a big risk factor for developing glaucoma. Now, most people think about glaucoma as being high pressure. So it's the pressure inside the eye that progressively damages the optic nerve. You can imagine that the pressure is pushing on the optic nerve and slowly damaging it. And glaucoma is incurable. It's like many conditions, blood pressure, diabetes, asthma. People will always have these conditions. You can't cure them, but you can treat them to stop them getting worse. The problem with glaucoma is that actually, unlike asthma or diabetes, it's asymptomatic. People don't know in the early stages that they have the problem. And that's why it's very important that patients go regularly to opticians, and opticians will carry out a number of tests routinely in patients over the age of 40 to try and pick up the early signs of glaucoma, because there's no doubt that picking up this condition at an early stage is beneficial.